You're never going back to that place. You're going to a new place, but you are. Hey guys, welcome back to Sara Needs a Sandwich. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking to you guys. Hey! I've been wanting to talk about just like tips of if you're a plus size woman or male who is overweight, or someone who has gained a lot of weight recently, wanting to get back into exercise and just having a hard time mentally getting back into it. I've recently been getting back into it and it's been feeling really good. I will be honest and say that I've been off and on, touch and go with it, but I'm learning a lot through the process and figuring out again what works for me. It really takes time, I think, to get reacquainted with yourself after you've gained weight, because it's like, it's just your body, you know, but it's like, it's different. It's got different, like, has a little bit of a different shape. It's definitely got more weight, and, you know, you kind of have to get reacquainted with that and get reacquainted with where you are, what level you're at, and you have to deal with sometimes new challenges. So these tips are just some things that I've found have been really helpful for me, and I really just want to share with you guys. Let's get into it. The first thing is having a list of your whys. Why do you want to do this? And it doesn't just have to be for weight loss. There are so many other reasons to get into working out. It could be because it helps your mental health. It could be because you want to be strong. It could be that you want to, as you grow old, you want to be able to keep up with your children. You know, I really want to run a 5K. Like, I really want to do that for myself. Like, you can have like big goals like that, or I really want to be able to just swim across the lake and back. You know, like, I feel like having like specific goals in mind, just having those strong whys, it's like, that's, I think, number one, because that's what's going to help you when it gets hard. It reminds you of what's important to you. Always good to have that list of whys. Next, creating a maintainable exercise routine. Something with short, attainable goals. Like, you can really achieve it. It's simple. It's a little challenging, but it's most certainly simple. So you set yourself up for success. You are able to create a habit that you can really form. You don't do anything too intense. You don't want to tire yourself out. Doing exercises that you know you're capable of doing, doing exercises that you know you're capable of maintaining, that's important. Maybe it's just, I'm going to do a 2-mile walk 4 times this week. Go for it. That's awesome. You want to go up and down the stairs 10 times for 3 days of this week. Okay, great. Whatever it is, you're like, I can do that. You know what you can do deep down. You know what I'm saying? A good example of that is actually when my brother took me jogging for the first time, and I realized, oh, I can actually learn how to jog. Like, I used to not believe I could run. There's like a whole story behind that. He jogged with me, and he was like, how's that pace, Sarah? Is that a pace that's sustainable for you? And as I was, you know, he obviously could run really fast, but I was just like, actually, yeah, this is great. Like, I feel like I can maintain this. I feel like that's a very good example of like setting your own pace with your exercise routine, setting your own pace with what works for you, what is sustainable for you. Creating like a history of success is so important, especially in the beginning when you're trying to get into it. The third thing, and I believe in this so hardcore, it was actually the first on my list and I reorganized this for some reason. I don't know why. Wear comfortable shoes, and make sure when your shoes have died, and when I say your shoes are dead, they completely fold in half, they have no arch support whatsoever anymore, toss them out, or better yet, go donate them and get a new pair. Yeah, don't do that. Don't keep walking around on dead shoes if you can afford to do it. Like, your foot health, like if you keep up with that, it does make a big difference in your day-to-day. Having achy, sore feet like all the time, it does wear on you. So making sure that you have that. I can honestly say when I keep up with my shoes and make sure I have supportive shoes, was I switch mine out every 3 months, because that's usually how long they last. So when I have a comfortable pair, I have more energy to be able to move more because I'm not in pain. You know, if you're in pain, you're not going to be as motivated to do more. You might even feel run down more. If it's not supporting your foot might swell up more, and it's just good to have comfortable shoes always. And I think prioritizing that is really important, but Also, while mentioning clothing, like making sure what you're wearing, if you're going to the gym and there's a certain way you dress that makes you feel more comfortable in the gym, then do that. Whether it's wearing a big baggy shirt, big baggy pants, like whatever makes you feel comfortable. You want to go in there with just a bra on, some like short booty shorts, do it, girl. You know, getting away from any mental strife with how you look. Maybe if you're a girl and you, or a guy, and you feel self-conscious when you lift your hands up in the air and your shirt comes up, maybe you don't like that. Maybe you need a longer shirt, and you know what? That's okay. If that's what you need to feel more comfortable, to get your workout in, then do it. It's not a beauty contest in the gym. We're there to work. We're there to sweat. We're there to get red-faced. We're there to, you know, get it done. I know from personal experience, when I go to the gym, there were certain outfits that I really was always constantly having to adjust and fix, and I don't want to do that when I'm working out. I want to get in there and just focus on the workout, focus on the motion, focus on my body, how's it feeling, isolating certain body parts in my mind, making sure they're articulating the way that I want them to. Make sure you feel comfortable mentally, so that's out of the way and you can just focus on the physical in there and be present. I think I covered that one good enough. Next thing is something kind of fun, like make sure you have like always an activity, and go explore some activities that are fun for you. If you don't have an activity that's fun, go explore some that are fun. Go do a Zumba class, go to a pole fitness, go do some rock climbing, go kayaking, go, you know, do you, go boxing, I don't know, like whatever it is, like go check it out and see if that's for you. Because some days you've been doing the same workout routine for like 2 months and you're like, you know what, today I just want to switch it up today. I'm gonna go the boxing place. I'm gonna go down to the river and kayak for like 2 hours. Okay, that's cool. Do that. Like, that sounds like fun. Like, it is important to maintain routine. I think humans thrive off of routine, but also like it's good to mix it up. It's good to have fun. It's good to keep it fresh. And remember that movement should always be fun. With the fun in movement, there is also something that comes with movement that can be difficult. Discomfort. There's discomfort and physically that you'll experience, and there's discomfort mentally that you'll experience. I think most of it is mental. But physically, I mean, if you have gained weight, your joints might swell. You might experience a lot of fatigue and tiredness in the beginning. Make sure you rest on the days that you need to rest. Really rest. You might have some chafing if your legs are rubbing together more than you're used to. You're going to be sweating more than you probably are used to. Someone once told me, you know, like really working out is just being comfortable with the uncomfortable. Also mentally, you know, you're going to be pushing through some challenges. Like you're forming a new habit. It's hard forming a new habit, especially one that requires you to really exert your energy. You know, some days you're just gonna have like choices where you're like, I could either go do this, or I could do that, or I could just go home and take a nap, like, which is fine. Naps are great. But like there will be days where, you know, you will want to make the easier choice, and you will need to make the harder choice of going to work out, going to the gym. You might be exhausted that day, and sometimes you just push through a workout. Maybe you don't do so well with that workout, but you get it done, and that helps you so much mentally when you do something that you know you really need and you know it's good for you, and then you do it and you feel so great after, even though like you were fighting it mentally. But that's because, you know, that habit, it wasn't there before, and there, you know, you have to step into that discomfort in your thoughts and push through it, you know. That's why when that discomfort comes, you always go back to your whys. Why do I do this? Why am I here? Why do I want this for myself? Next, this is just for me. I feel like this is just for me, but honestly, when I am working out a lot, if I go get a foot massage or get my pedicure done, like get a massage somewhere, like it helps me so much, and it is like such a great form of self-care. So that's more of just like a tip really personally for me, like, hey, you know, treat yourself to a massage, treat your body to something that'll help it relax, help that blood flow. Just check out, you know, local massage place or whatever, and I really suggest treating yourself to something like that every once in a while. Next, this is a big one. You have the same body. It just comes with a new set of challenges. Don't get into comparing an old version of yourself to who you are right now in this present moment. Because, you're never going to be that other person that you once were. You are at a different mindset. You can't compare yourself to that other person. Like, as much as you want to, and as easy it is to do that and be like, man, I used to be this thing, and I used to do all this, and I used to be able to do this, and I can't do it anymore. And it is so easy to get in that spiral and to revert to that when things get hard. Give yourself some grace in that moment. Don't get caught up in that feeling of you'll never get back to that place. Here's the truth. You're never going to get back to that place because you aren't that person. You're going to go to a new place. You're going to a new place. I feel like a preacher right now. You're never going back to that place. You're going to a new place. But you are. You are. In your journey, you are going to a new place. We're going to go further. We're going to go in a different direction. We're going to go, upside down. I don't know. Focusing on the here and now and who you are in this moment and trying to view yourself with fresh eyes is so important. Getting caught in that trap of comparison, like of an old self with our present self, is like the worst trap to put yourself into, and it can just make you feel like crap and like a failure, and you shouldn't, because right now you're trying to be a winner. Right now in this moment you're trying to better yourself. That counts and that matters. Yes, it's gonna take a long time to get there, but you're gonna get there one day at a time. Next, number 8, focus on how you feel. When we have days that aren't going our way and we're focusing on the scale not budging, or we can't do an exercise that we used to do, I really encourage you to focus on how you feel in those moments. Do you feel good mentally? Do you feel good physically? How do you feel today? You feel really great, right? I just feel like often we have these moments where we're just like, man, am I ever going to be enough? Am I enough? Am I doing enough? Am I being enough? Okay to have those thoughts. You view that, like, that voice of, like, you're not enough, like the cousin that you barely ever talk to, Like, oh, hey, how's it going? And just keep walking. That's a terrible example. Oh, man. Just acknowledge if you would like and keep moving. Or you don't have to acknowledge them at all. Sometimes, certain family members, we don't acknowledge at all. We just keep living our lives, right? Keep moving into the light, baby. Number 9. I have 2 more, guys. Modify. Don't feel bad if you need to modify an exercise. Don't feel bad if you need to take time. Push pause on the exercise video and figure out what modification you need to do in order to feel successful with it. Whole thing that's important about you exercising is that you're engaging in exercise, especially at the beginning. You are doing something that is bettering yourself. You are doing something that is helping you to do more, and you will get there and be able to do that exercise. Keep modifying, and eventually you will get there. In group classes, don't feel bad if you have to ask the instructor on how to modify a certain move. Totally okay to do that. That's what they're there for. Take care of you, take care of your body, do what's best for you. And moving on with that, to the very last one, nobody knows your body better than yourself. Say that again. Nobody knows your body better than yourself. There'll be people that sometimes want to push you harder than you would like. I have had many moments where people have said, go harder, Sarah, and I literally was just like, no, if I go harder, I'm really going to hurt myself. I'm going too hard and I'm going to tire myself out, and I'm not going to be able to do any exercises the rest of the week. You have to advocate for your body and what it can do. If there's a trainer or an instructor who's pushing you, if you feel like pushing you too hard, stand up for yourself if they are, and say, listen, this is what I'm willing to do. I get that you want me to do this, but this is what I'm willing to do because this is what I feel like my body needs right now. This certain move, and when a pain is not a good pain. Like when you're really working the muscles and you feel kind of sore. The difference between that pain and like a sharp hurting pain in like your knee or your shoulder or whatever. It's not good. Advocate for yourself. Your body better than anyone else. Nobody knows what's going on inside better than you. So it's okay for you to stand up for yourself and say, hey, this isn't working for me. Hey, this hurts my body. Hey, let's try something different, Oh, that is all I have. I hope you guys got something out of this. I do care about each of you, and I really hope that if you are trying to get into your exercise journey and you're struggling with it mentally, maybe this will help you get into it. And I mean, some of these things aren't just applicable to a plus size person or an overweight person. Like, I think any type of person could get some things out of this. But who knows what tomorrow will hold. Really haven't planned out anything, but we'll see how it goes, as always. I think I'd leave you with this. It's okay to listen to your heart and go with what you believe is best for you. There can be a lot of voices out there that that maybe like are pressuring you to do different things, different people in various forms of your life, maybe at work, maybe with your parents, maybe a sibling, maybe a friend, whatever it is. Like, there could be a lot of different voices going around in your life that are pressuring you to be a certain person or do a certain thing. Do what's best for you. I love you guys. Have a good night.
So how do you think we did, girl?